This is the iMac 21.5-inch late 2015, and in this video I will be demonstrating how I upgraded the 1TB hard disk drive on this device to a 1TB solid state drive. So stay with me and let's do this. Some of the tools you would need for this upgrade include an iMac screen opening tool like this, which you can purchase as a set along with the adhesive strips for the screen replacement on eBay or Amazon. I would like to mention that I had already installed macOS on the SSD via an external drive connector and confirmed that I had a working drive prior to embarking on this upgrade. I lay the iMac face down on a flat surface and disconnect the power cable from the device. I hold down the power button for about 20 seconds to ensure that all the power left in the iMac is discharged. I pick up my screen opening tool and begin to work my way slowly from one corner of the screen and around the screen, cutting the adhesive that holds the screen to the frame. It is a good idea to be gentle when doing this to avoid cracking the screen in the process. I go around the screen gently for a couple of minutes, cutting deeper as I go along. The tool should eventually sit as shown here to reach all the way in. Be careful when running the tool close to the camera, as there are no adhesive strips here and you don't want to damage the camera in the process. After a while of moving the tool around the screen, I eventually stand the iMac upright and move around a bit more to ensure that no part was missed before attempting to separate the screen from the frame. I gently separate the screen from the frame. However, it cannot be separated all the way yet, since there are two cables attaching the screen to the board that need to be disconnected. Here is a look at the cables that need to be disconnected before taking off the screen. The first cable can be gently pulled upon to disconnect it from the board. The next cable has a latch that needs to be flipped before disconnecting it from the board. The lower part of the screen is also attached to the frame by adhesive strips, which are peeled off from the left and the right. I grab and pull on the left and right strip handles to release the lower part of the screen from the frame. I can now safely lift the screen and place it aside. I also take some time to take off the adhesive residue left on the screen and on the frame. This is the hard disk drive that I will be replacing with a solid state drive. I will be taking off these 4 screws that hold the hard disk drive in place. I find the appropriate screw bit and proceed to unscrew the left speaker in order to provide adequate space for the removal and installation of the drives. I now proceed to unscrew the hard disk drive. I disconnect the hard disk drive from its connector. I remove the rubber paddings from the hard disk drive and transfer them to the solid-state drive. I now screw back the solid-state drive in place and also screw in the left speaker. I have here the adhesive strips that I will be using to hold the screen back in place. The strips have numbers that help in determining their right placement on the iMac frame. I first arrange each strip next to the side of the frame to which it belongs before proceeding to stick them to the frame. Next, I peel off the plastic covering the adhesive part of the strips. I am careful to remember to attach back the cable connections from the screen to the board before attaching the whole screen back in its place. I attach the screen firmly in place and wipe it down before proceeding to attach the keyboard and mouse and test it out. I power on the iMac and it comes up and appears to be functioning very well as expected. I hope you found this video helpful and insightful. If you have any questions on this, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a blessed and excellent day. Bye for now.